Important information. I was offered a promotional key for this review. I explained that this would not have any impact on the outcome of the review and that I would inform you, my viewers. They still gave me a key. Alright, this is Symphony of the Machine, VR Puzzler by Sapphire Studios, which is now available for the PlayStation VR and the HTC Vive. The description of the game that they sent me is: ascend an ancient tower in the post-apocalyptic ruins of a once vibrant land. Wield the mysterious obelisk's arcane power over the weather to restore life to the world below and discover what mysterious events disfigured a once thriving ecosystem into a desolate wasteland. That actually doesn't sound too bad, right? So, when you watch this video, keep in mind that I have not ever used the controllers before, so a bit of the, how you call it, a bit of the clumsiness that you're seeing is simply because I'm not used to the controllers. It's not that the controllers are not working, they're working fine. So, let's cut to the chase. What is this game about? This game basically starts you in this place where you just have this fire and you have this orb that you can put in, but it doesn't really tell you where you are, why you are there, what happened before, what happened, what's supposed to happen or anything. You just see those drawings on the wall, you have this orb that you can plug in, but there is no explanation whatsoever what's going on. It does have a bit of a kind of tutorial without telling you anything. It will just show you buttons highlighted on your controllers. And I must say, for a long time in this game, I was wondering if I'm still in the tutorial or in the game already. Once you have figured out basic motion, meaning teleporting from A to B, you can make yourself on your way to the tower in the far. And take the elevator up, which is actually quite a bit of a ride because it takes, well, a few seconds more than you would expect. But it also gives you a nice overview of the map itself, which is not that bad looking actually. I guess if you put someone in who is scared of heights, he might have a bit of trouble there. But yeah. Once you reach the top, there is a laser beam coming out of the floor, and there is a small robot which will actually hand you tools. It will hand you everything you need to basically grow plants and change the weather. Wait, what? Did I just say change the weather? Yes, basically what you do is you have this laser beam, you use mirrors, stuff like that, to direct the laser beams to certain plates, and when those plates are hit, that does some weather effect. And with that, I basically explained the whole game to you. Now, I already mentioned that for me, it felt a lot like being in a tutorial because, well, this bot gives you those images, what you're supposed to do, and you just follow those instructions and basically trigger the right weather for the plant that you're currently growing. After about half an hour of gameplay, I got a bit bored with that. And yeah, I stopped playing. Now, don't get me wrong, this game looks great. It really looks great. The controls work, even though I find it a bit awkward to teleport and turn. But I see that there is a necessity for this in this kind of game. But the gameplay itself works great. The whole mechanic with the laser, I can totally see this as a mini game in another game. I can see this as a main game, but it cannot stand alone, and that's the problem here. This game mechanic is basically standing alone. There is no story that's being told. The whole stuff that I read at the start about the post-apocalyptic ruins and so on, yeah, that's a nice atmosphere read, but even that is not in the game, you know? There is there's nothing that actually draws you into a story. There's nothing that tells you a story besides that robot handing you more plants for you to put the seed in and then well, grow by changing the weather. And well, when I stopped playing after half an hour, I was thinking, well, maybe it's completely unfair to say something about this without having played through. Because maybe I'm still in the tutorial, right? Maybe the tutorial is half an hour, and after the next or the next or the next plant, the tutorial will finish and there will be some story, something else to happen, another location, another form of puzzle. So I basically grabbed YouTube and I had a look at other people who made videos on this, and I found one guy who actually played through. And yeah, all he did was basically what I just described. And at the end, he took the elevator down again, and there was some credits scrolling by. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm spoiling you the end here, sorry. But since there's not really a story, I feel that's not really a big spoiler, right? So, if you are into puzzles and this laser thing, you might still have a bit of fun, but to me, it really feels that this, which could have been a good game, has been pushed out before it was made a full game. Meaning, it does have some game mechanics, it does have a victory condition, so it is a basic game, it's playable, doesn't have much bugs, or it doesn't have any bugs that I've seen, so that's good. But it lacks the story. It lacks storytelling, it lacks something that actually motivates you to do those puzzles. When I played Static, I had a bit of a similar feeling at the start, but there it kind of feels like it's part of the game to figure out what's happening to you. While this game is not transferring this feeling to you. You're starting at this fireplace, and if you have a look around, the only way you could have gotten to the fireplace is from the tower, and the only way where you can go is to the tower. So there could be some mystery about how you got there or whatever, but such mystery is not supported by the gameplay. There's no discovery, there's no puzzle that leads you to there, there is nothing that tells you where you're coming from or that hints anything. So, yeah. Again, if you like puzzles, I mean, there's just people just doing puzzles from pictures, right? If you like puzzles, then maybe this is something for you. But as a real game, this fails for me. So, I hope this helps you to decide on if you want this game or don't want this game. Let me know in the comments if you're into games like that and you have a different opinion. Or you think there's something really great about this game that I missed, please leave a comment, let me know. I would like to have a dialogue about this down there. So, if this video helped you, please share, please like. You can also subscribe to my channel. I do reviews like this one. I do gameplay in Valkyrie. I do my vlog there about PSVR stuff. So feel free to subscribe, and see you soon.